Disclaimer, I do not dislike CinemaSins, and that is not a lie. For our next Everything Wrong with CinemaSins video, I'm going to be seeing the video on the Secret Life Pets, and I'd like to give a thanks and dedication to the Gabe for requesting this video. Enjoy the video, everyone.
Comcast.
Pointing things out on the screen.
There will come a day, young people, that you will look upon these minions like Ewoks, and you will rue the day you made them popular.
Well, you may not like the minions, but there are other people who like them, so that's just your opinion, and so I'll give out my award here.
Irritation! Irritation! Opening shots of New York landmarks tell me this is going to be Universal's first kid-friendly animated apocalypse movie.
I get that you're making a joke here, but this is not an apocalypse movie at all, Jer.
It's the camera panning up the Brooklyn Bridge, and oh look, right across the way is the Empire State Building. Exactly how I remember New York.
Narration.
I've lived in this city all my life.
Canine narration.
Says the guy who just narrated the previous sin.
Fucking no. All that blind would do is go down farther, and even if it did go back up, it would irritatingly stop at the halfway point on the window.
Sitting physics in a cartoon, yet again cliche.
Also, everyone in this building seems to own a pet. Is it a requirement on the application?
I'd guess that it's more of a choice by the owners and not a requirement.
Later, Runty.
Whoa, what the hell is Runty doing in that cage? Oh yeah, sure, he's running.
Yeah, you just answered your own question. So...
This is a cute shout out, but why would a bird owner have a giant poster of the movie that had everyone freak the hell out about birds? Does he have a birdemic poster in his bedroom?
First of all, sending something you like. Second of all, you're again asking for something that the movie doesn't need to explain, and doing so would just pad the runtime.
You be a good boy, Leonard.
This appears to be playing on an iPod of some sort, so who bought this song so the dogs can rock out?
Similar to the previous sin, this doesn't need to be explained since this is just a gag in an animated comedy movie.
I'm going to start calling this dog Buzz Lightyear. I have no idea why, but just go with it.
You say that, but for the remainder of this video, you never call Duke Buzz Lightyear again and just call him by his name.
This is Duke. He's going to be your brother.
Katie should probably spend less time collecting dogs and focus on actually getting that roommate.
Okay, I know you seen this movie in 2017, but Katie does get married and has a son in the sequel, so...
Maybe we could share.
Somehow, through animated proportional f***ery, this movie is going to show that this dog can possibly fit in this bed.
And as shown in the movie, Duke is able to fit in Max's bed, so...
Hey, Gidget.
This is the least believable scene in the movie, where a group of dogs walk straight down the sidewalk without all of them running in separate directions to smell something.
Cartoons don't have to be 100% realistic.
Also, why is Max's leash so much longer than the other dogs?
So that it's easier for Duke to drag him through New York later on.
Hey, what's up?
The power of boners will cause the chain reaction for this animated adventure to finally adventure.
Jeremy makes it an appropriate comment, cliche.
Oh my gosh, what happened to you? Oh, I had a fight, alright?
I wish this movie would explain how humans can't hear what the pets are saying, but dogs and cats and guinea pigs and hawks share the exact same language.
Again, that's something that doesn't need to be explained by the movie, and doing so would just end up padding the runtime.
Has anyone ever seen these dedicated animal control officers who only appear in movies? Since when do they patrol the streets like cops looking for running animals?
I mean, I've never seen that, but animal control services do in fact exist.
These animals are trying to break out this big dog that's on the truck, so I'm wondering how they knew the truck was going to be here at this very moment.
Well, since the flush pets live in the sewers, I'm sure Snowball knows the lines that lead to the pound and where he'd need to rescue Ripper.
More door-opening shenanigans from the animals in this movie, who obviously consulted Finding Dory for all the door-opening happening in this movie.
So, a bunny being able to talk and fight aggressively is fine, but said bunny being able to open a truck door is going too far. Gotcha.
Carrot key.
Pointing things out on the screen.
Also, carrot key that doesn't break immediately when trying to turn it in this metal lock.
Yeah, because that carrot doesn't need to follow our logic.
Accurate depiction of Manhattan driving.
So you're seeing this movie for accurately depicting Manhattan?
I don't know what's more annoying, that there are several unnecessary vignettes in this movie, or that Gidget happens to be involved in almost all of them.
That's just how you feel about it, so I'll give this my award.
Password. Look at me. I am your leader.
Just give him the fucking password, dude. I mean, surely there are a million white bunnies that look exactly like you, so shouldn't you get mad if they don't ask you for the password?
No, he wouldn't, because Snowball says in the scene that as the leader of the Flush Pets, he makes up the password and does not recite it.
Yeah, but how does this work? You have natural predators and prey all living together, but they all get along? Do they only feed on rival rats from Ratatouille?
Yes, the movie shows that all the Flush Pets members get along.
I was a magician's rabbit for kids' parties. But then, bunny tricks went out of style.
So, is this set in the 1960s?
No, the wiki for these movies says that this one takes place in 2010.
Tiberius was out looking for Max and had no clue about his backstory, just his description. So how and why did he capture one of the alley cats?
Well, in this scene, Tiberius says to Ozone, "Alright, show her," before the latter wrenches up Max's collar. So that probably implies that Tiberius was informed off-screen about Ozone's involvement with the dogs and brought him back to Gidget.
Mario is a turtle and then goes into a pipe where he'll most likely warp to a later level.
Narration.
We're sorry! Can this be be over now?
Max summarizes my feelings about watching this movie.
Exactly like what I said in the videos for Robots and Angry Birds 2. What you just said means you don't want to watch the rest of this movie, which implies that you don't even like watching movies.
When that random cat tried to eat Sweet Pea, who saved him?
It wasn't a random cat, it was you.
How come every animal in this movie can talk except for Sweet Pea?
Except there were other animals besides Sweet Pea that weren't shown to be able to talk, such as Ripper and the Sacred Viper.
It appears we've now hit the Ex Machina portion of the film. Everything will now be something saves Max and Duke at the last minute kind of things.
I am once again struggling to figure out how this ferry is a Deus Ex Machina for two reasons. The first is that the ferry ends up taking Max and Duke to Brooklyn, which is farther away from Katie's apartment. And the second is that ferries in New York run every day, all year.
Sorry, Snowball, only the protagonist will escape via the ungated sewage pipe that's piping sewage directly into the East River.
Yeah, so?
The movie does this for a second time. You saw it in the trailers. You saw it at the beginning of this movie. Now where do we go? Is it still funny?
Well, this running gag may not be funny to you anymore, but that doesn't mean that others don't still find this funny, so I'll give out my award again.
So where are you from, my fuzzy angel?
Dude, I'm a cat.
Well, nobody's perfect.
Movie fails to cite Some Like It Hot for the line it just did. Also, yeah, the cat would be amazing at CinemaSins.
Which is ironic coming from the guy who makes pop culture references in his videos but doesn't cite them, and some don't know what he's referencing.
The whole gang is able to John McClane themselves up into the ventilator shaft.
And Jeremy makes a pop culture reference after seeing this movie for doing the exact same thing.
Today's top video is a cat doing impossible cat things while being filmed by a dog who is apparently able to edit, transfer, and upload videos onto YouTube.
Narration.
Also, damn, that dog uploaded the cat video in record time, and it went viral in record time.
Yeah. So?
Just like Finding Nemo and Finding Dory, the heroes find a way to travel via bird.
Narration. Again.
Felt tip marker penetrates a wooden crate because that's the level of detail movie is comfortable with.
Pointing things out on the screen.
Just ignore what just happened.
It takes almost an hour for the movie to devolve into Shrek-like poo jokes, but it got there.
Like I've said before, this kind of humor doesn't make the Shrek movies stand out from other movies.
You remember those assholes that the other pets are risking their life for? Yeah, they're all cozied up in a sausage coma in Brooklyn.
Well, yeah, since they ate a lot of sausages.
He was the best.
Oh no, is he about to sing When She Loved Me?
No.
Also, don't do another dream sequence. Don't do another dream sequence. Don't do it. Damn it!
But this is a flashback, not a dream sequence.
Why did you bring me here, Max?
Great, this is like a romantic comedy where the guy does something stupid 30 minutes before.
Next.
Let's see, this is like Frogger, this is a dog, so this is Dogger. Brilliant!
So, seeing something you like?
After credit scenes, advertising your next movie on a bus inside the current movie is the new hotness.
See the previous sin.
I'm not going to even attempt to make my brain explain how a bunny and a dog would be able to hijack a city bus and navigate New York traffic.
And you don't need to do that since this is an animated family movie.
This is the most Ex Machina moment that is ever Ex Machina. How the did they get any information about where Max was, let alone when he would be there?
Is this really a Deus Ex Machina, Jeremy? Because the majority of this movie has shown us Gidget and the other pets searching for Max and Duke, meaning that this is not a Deus Ex Machina. So to quote one of my subscribers, you really gotta stop using that term where it doesn't apply.
How did Buddy find the keys when he didn't even need to know to look for them in the first place? And those keys ended up floating to the surface, nowhere near where the truck crashed into. Oh, f*** it.
His name is Snowball, not Buddy. This is Buddy.
You think this movie meant to spend as much time in the rivers of New York City as it does? Did they get the water guy from The Good Dinosaur and realize they needed to get their money's worth? Because the movie's water game is strong.
So, are you seeing something you like here since you removed us in for the realistic-looking water in your Good Dinosaur video?
Fun shot, but even leaving out why they would all come on this journey, how do they know where they're going? They had no clue just a few hours ago.
Firstly, the pets probably told Tattoo where to drive them. Secondly, seeing something you like. And here is the result, everybody. This in total was 244, and the sentence will be caught by animal control. Thank you for watching, everybody, and have a nice day, and a happy Halloween as well.